during the event, there were chants and stomping outside the building by demonstrators. Prior to the speech, protesters held signs such as "Transitioning saves lives" as attendees walked in. So I'm curious, prior to the last 5 years, how many people were dying because they didn't transition? It's a serious question. It's not meant as anything but a serious question. Why is the transitioning number, I don't know, 1,000% greater than, let's say, 10, 15 years ago? Is it not obvious? It's socially induced, not innate to the individual. How many people did you know growing up who thought they were the other sex? Did you know anybody? Did you know? No. You're definite about that. Definite. Yeah. Me too. I mean, gay is a separate issue. There's nothing to do with gay. Totally. By the way, just to remind you folks, not at least, from the very beginning when T was added to LGB, I said, I don't understand. What does T have to do with LG and B? I never got an answer. All right, let's see what else. Walsh told his standing room only audience that's good. I get big audiences at colleges too, and of course Ben Shapiro does, Jordan Peterson. I mean, you could basically rent out the college. It's interesting. I wonder how many left-wing speakers get big numbers.
That's a good question.
It is a good question. So, of course, you don't need left-wing speakers because every professor is a left-winger. So it's sort of redundant. Walsh told his standing room only audience gender transitioning is, quote, castrating, unquote, children. To his challengers, Walsh said, if they want him to be silent, you're going to have to throw me in a jail cell. If there is any hill worth dying on, he said, it's the hill of objective truth. That's right. That's correct. So I have an interesting question here. Do you know if Matt Walsh is religious?
Yeah.
He's a committed Christian?
Yeah.
Right. So here's a very important point that I've been making all of my life. The secular who don't like religion, some secular like it, just ignore it. The secular who are against religion, which is, of course, the left hates the Judeo-Christian world, for good reason. It's the antithesis of leftism. These people claim that they are the rational ones, and the religious folks are the non-rational ones, right? And yet, the protectors of objective truth are far more likely to be religious Christians and Jews than they are to be secular people. As I say so often, secularism is a dead end. Intellectually, morally, psychologically, socially, you name it. It is a dead end. It is dead. Secularism is dead. It's living and well, but it's a form of intellectual and emotional and psychological death. They don't believe in religious truth. Some secular people, of course, do. But overwhelmingly, the people to affirm there's an objective truth turn out to be the guys who believe in God and the Bible. Interesting, eh? Matt Walsh is a perfect example. If there is any hill worth dying on, he said, it is the hill of objective truth. And it is an objective truth that only women give birth. If you deny that, truth means nothing to you. Nothing.